Card of the month, August 2024. Card number 87, Pleiades, Future, Third Era. The card's name is Holographic Healing. This card addresses the greatest truth of your being, that you are holographic in nature. When we say you, we are not just talking about the small human self, but the greater you that is actually the one, for there is really only one consciousness in creation looking through many eyes. You've all taken this journey into the illusion of separation, and when you experience physicality in a third density reality, that separation is really all you perceive. Now that you are becoming a fourth density species, your capability of perceiving the bigger picture expands exponentially. There was nothing wrong with your journey into separation, for it was part of the one discovering itself. That era is over, and you are now expanding your consciousness into realms where all energy connects, and it becomes obvious that the game of separation can no longer be maintained. Your Pleiadian family learned this lesson in a most dramatic way when they went through their transformation from third to fourth density. Many of you know the story. The ancient Pleiadians had an aversion to negativity and did whatever they could to bury it and not acknowledge it. You know where that leads, yes? Eventually, that repressed energy had to be released, and it did so through a manifestation of a horrendous plague within their species. No medical experts could heal it. The only choice they had was to look within themselves and call on their spiritual guides to assist. They had to begin to recognize that this plague was a mirror the universe was showing them, so they could heal themselves and move to the next level of consciousness evolution. This deep inner search compelled them to recognize that the way they processed their shadow had to change. As they began to acknowledge this and take steps to heal themselves, everything changed, and their species transformation began. You on your world have reached this critical nexus point in your reality too. While many of you have intellectually embraced the idea that reality is a hologram and the individual self is a fractal of that hologram, that realization hasn't yet fully grounded itself in your awareness. You still resist it and try to operate in the changing reality according to the paradigm of the old one. Therefore, there is a split between the intellect, the spirit, and the actual experience as a human being. This is just habitual, and it will eventually change. We can continue to give you intellectual information and metaphors to help your comprehension, but it will never be a substitute for your personal experience. The next step for humanity is to begin to feel and experience yourself as holographic consciousness. Only then will comprehension move from the mind to your full being. As you begin to embrace this truth within yourselves, you will also begin to perceive a new level of connection to not only your human collective consciousness, but the collective consciousness of all of creation. This is holographic healing. You are on the road to embracing the truth that your personal healing affects the whole in successive layers, like the ever-increasing scale of a fractal. This is an essential truth that is part of your expansion of consciousness as you move deeper into fourth density. So how can you work with this in your life? The best way is through deep meditation and other spiritual pursuits that are not based on mental activity. Your holographic nature is the truth of your being, so to access and remember it, you must open the space for it to unfold without mental distraction. One easy way we have found works for many humans is to meditate while gazing at the starry night sky. And we are not talking about mentally or visually looking for UFOs. You are hardwired to respond to starlight In the same way, you are hardwired to need sunlight. The sunlight feeds your physical body. The starlight feeds your spiritual body. We haven't discussed this much in the past, but it is a truth that you can now begin to use as a tool for your awakening process. This tool helps you connect to your holographic nature. Try it and you will see. And finally, know that any small thing you heal within yourself is shared outward in the fractal layers of your being. Nothing is too small. This is a gift you give to the hologram of creation, and it is appreciated more that you know. This was Germane through Lyssa Royal Holt. For more information, please see our website, www.lyssaroyal.net. This material is copyright 2024 by Seed of Life Institute.